Hi, my name is Dr. Taylor Krupp, and I'm an associate veterinarian here at Central Providence Veterinary Hospital. My assistant Bailey and I are going to talk with you guys about dog exercise today.
Dr. Krupp, how often should a dog be exercising?
Ideally, I would say your dog gets exercise on a daily basis.
How does exercise benefit dogs?
Exercise is important not only for your pet's physical well-being, but also for their mental and emotional health.
What are the best exercises for dogs?
The best exercise is really what fits your lifestyle and your dog the best. So there are some dogs that really just need to run versus there are others that a casual walk or hiking is better versus again others that, especially if they're more overweight, getting the weight off their joints can be helpful. So things like swimming or underwater treadmill can be a great option.
What are the best indoor exercises for dogs?
Indoor exercise can be a little bit more tricky. It really depends on how much space you have. If you have a treadmill and your dog is trained to it, or you're able to train your dog to the treadmill, that can be a great indoor option. You just have to be careful. Versus if you have a lot of space, setting up a little indoor jungle gym and agility course can be helpful with wave pools and things for them to kind of gently jump over can be good indoor activities. Otherwise, it's really exercising your dog's brain with different puzzles and training sessions.
What are some water-based exercises for dogs?
That can be as simple as going into somewhere where your dog could just swim. If they don't know how to swim, I want to just throw them in and see what happens, because that can be really scary for them, but trying to slowly introduce it is recommended. There are also some places that will allow you to rent an indoor pool for your dog. And there are some facilities mainly focused more on weight loss and getting them back to shape after an injury, but that will have underwater treadmills for your dog.
What are some signs that my dog isn't getting enough exercise?
If your pet isn't getting enough exercise, you may notice that they're a little bit more restless at home. They can also become more aggressive or stubborn when not wanting to listen to your commands. You can also see things like weight gain when you haven't really changed the food that they're getting, and that could just be related to not getting enough exercise.
What health issues can arise for dogs from lack of exercise?
When your pet doesn't get enough exercise, we can see some behavioral changes, the ones I just mentioned not too long ago. You can also see an increase in weight and issues related to excessive weight, so like joint issues or metabolic disease secondary to not having enough exercise. That's also paired with having your pet having more calories than they need.
How can I motivate my dog to exercise?
Really depends on your dog and what they like. So if you need to use your dog's food to help encourage them to exercise, by giving them little pieces of it when you're on a walk to help them keep going. If you need to use a little puzzle bowl or like a Kong wobbler around the house to help them, move around a little bit to eat, you can do that. Some just really like toys, so you can bring their favorite baseball or their favorite plush toy on a walk, or use it to play fetch. It's really, you just have to kind of work with your dog and what they like.
What should I avoid when exercising my dog?
You really want to avoid doing too much too quickly. So especially if your pet is new to exercise, you don't want to just all of a sudden let them go running until they can't anymore. That would be like if you have a fairly sedentary life yourself and then you all of a sudden want to run a marathon. That can be really hard on your body, and it can also make you not want to do it next time. So slow and steady is the goal when it comes to exercise. You also have to be really careful depending on what the weather is outside. If it's too hot, you need to make sure that their paws are protected and also that they are cool enough and have good access to water.
How should I help my overweight dog exercise?
It's really the same, just slow and steady. So low concussive exercises are better when you have a patient that is overweight and or has any joint issues, and that's just starting off low and working up.
Do dog exercise requirements change by breed?
They can. We have a great variety of dog breeds that were designed and bred to do different things. So there are some dogs that were bred to run and retrieve animals versus others that were designed to specifically just be a companion and sit on laps. So they still need exercise, but those requirements are different. There are also certain breeds that we have to be more careful at pushing. Those are predominantly your Brahese and Gallic breeds, which have kind of the swished in noses, like your pugs, your English bulldogs, your French bulldogs. You just have to incorporate exercise slowly. Don't let them get overworked, and make sure they're in a cool environment.
Is it safe for dogs to exercise after eating?
It's best to avoid high activities, especially for the first couple hours after eating. Just let their stomach settle, let them adjust before they go out and work out.
What should I do if my dog is injured while exercising?
If your dog is injured while you guys are exercising, take a break. Let them rest. And if they don't bounce back, definitely have them evaluated by a veterinarian to see what's going on, to see if any treatments are necessary, but also to help you figure out how to better implement an exercise plan once they're feeling better.
Finally, how can I exercise my dog if they have a physical disability?
I think that depends on what the physical disability is. I think you're probably best to talk to your veterinarian about your pet specifically and what exercises you should avoid and what might be a better fit for your pet. If you have any questions, you can give us a call. We're happy to set something up. Have a great day.